My name is Renee Davidson, and I'm Communications Director for a grassroots group called Collective Action for Safe Spaces. I've always been active in advocacy against violence against women. So that's something that's always been on my radar and something that I've done. And street harassment is one of those issues that's a huge part of violence against women. At CASS, we teach that street harassment is on the spectrum of sexual violence, as in someone isn't just raped out of nowhere. It starts with being groped and catcalled in this whole culture, what we call rape culture. So I came to CASS after I moved to D.C., right after I graduated college in 2009. Street harassment became a daily issue for me. And it was something I had experienced before, but I hadn't lived in a city where it happened every day. When I was at the bus stop at 8 a.m. in my work clothes, when I was, out wearing grungy clothes, it really didn't matter. It happened all the time, even during work hours, when I took lunch breaks by my office. So it was something that's really started to get to me. And I'd heard of Holler Back, and I liked their work. And one day I finally reached out to them directly. And I became part of the team. There are 3 other really amazing women, and we do this amid our day jobs, and it's just something that we're really passionate about personally. And for me as well, I consider myself a survivor, and it was something that for survivors of sexual violence, street harassment is a very real threat. And it is to everyone, but it's something that you're hyper aware of when you've experienced sexual violence. So being able to do something about it and kind of have that ability to make change and kind of take control and learn more about it and spreading this message was something that was really empowering to become a part of. We were founded in 2009, and we started as a group called Holler Back DC. And Holler Back is an international movement to end street harassment, and they have local branches. So we started as Holler Back DC in 2009. And over time, we evolved where we did a lot more offline activism as well. And we branched off and became Collective Action for Safe Spaces in 2011. When we first started in 2009, we were just a blog that shared people's stories of street harassment in DC. So we realized over time just what a really pervasive problem it was. And that's when we started to do more activism around it. But in terms of rape culture, we notice a lot of the stories we get, and we still have the blog and run those submissions, and I post them almost daily. But a lot of the examples of street harassment aren't just, hey babies, which we do take seriously, but it also becomes a lot more serious than that, and that's what we try to show of the whole spectrum of sexual violence.